Internet failed in the hotel, so you can masturbate that night, I assume. I'm just telling you what I do when I'm in a hotel. Not when I'm sharing a room with Artie, but I've been doing a lot. Shit. I've been doing a lot of interviews recently, like these websites and these whatever you call them, and it's cool because a lot of these people that are interviewing me, they've been people that have been to shows, which is different and new for me, and I think it's a cool thing. Because, you know, on one end I'm like, well, why is a record company going out and getting or buying me interviews? And the other end I'm thinking, well, this is cool, it's naturally happening, you know? And it turns out this guy who interviewed me today, I took on the stage in Cleveland, I actually grabbed him up and I had him like jam out with us. And I was like, man, if I couldn't have planned it any better. He's gonna write such a good review of me. I was just like, so I should ask if anybody's a writer in the crowd right now. Okay, cool. You know, there's new ways to kiss up. But where was I going with this? What did I do? Okay. Shit, man, I did an interview today. What'd you do?
I drove her.
Was it a good review? No answer.
This song, it's September 11th, right? Or what was it? The day of the day, my band Stage was recording an album in New York City, and such a cool time for us. We were living in a Soho loft, and I don't know if you know Soho at all, but it's all large artist studios that used to be like the kind of the slime, the grunt of the city, but it became like the mecca for cool, and there's all these amazing modern lofts there, and my band, we were lucky enough to be put up in one of them, and I feel like you could have bowled in one of them, it was so big. And we were a few days into it, we were recording our record, and then 9/11 happened, and we were about 9 or 10 blocks away from the whole thing. So it shook us, literally, pretty hard, and I remember walking outside, and I didn't think I was a heavy sleeper, but I remember for like a bunch of minutes, I heard sirens, and an abnormal amount of sirens, and I walked downstairs. It was the only one. I got up, I walked downstairs. We were kind of sleeping on the floor. It was a large loft, but there were no walls anywhere. Literally, you could bowl in it. I mean, that was it. So we weren't really separated by much, but I got up, I stepped over everybody in the band, and I walked downstairs, and I saw chaos. It was incredible, and I saw people with ash. You know, what you've seen on TV, not to get too morbid, but I saw all those people running past our apartment, and I was like, wow, what is going on? And I looked up, and I saw the craziness and the smoke and the sirens, and this is now I went into like, you know, survival mode in a sense, I guess, and got very serious. I ran upstairs, but before I ran upstairs, I saw these girls run by, and they weren't covered or anything, but they were holding each other, crying, and they were consoling each other, and they're walking by, and they're like, oh my God. And I'm still figuring out what happened, and I see a building, you know, all crazy up there. And the girl said, she's running, and they're all crying, and I'm trying to put pieces together, and as she's crying and going down, I'm asking someone what happened, and they tell me to look up, and they're coming by, and I see this, and then they go, as they're hysterical, and I live next to a shoe store, and she goes, oh, these are the shoes I was telling you about. This is them. Okay, cool. And they're like, oh, those are nice. And then they kept going, and oh God, and it's hysterical, right? But it was kind of a comforting moment for me. And yeah, stilettos are fucking awesome. And I realized at that moment that everything was cool. Like no matter what happened or what I was hearing was going on, it was like. And it was what happened naturally with the world, but you know, the girls were the first to do it. I think they're running down the street and you see this, and it made me think, okay, this life will continue. Like shoes will be important to people again one day. Too soon for them, obviously, but it was a moment of like a breath of fresh air to snap me out of it. It's like when you're in a shock and someone slaps you. It was like that was the slap I needed, and I saw that. I realized what was going on and that everything was going to be okay. I ran upstairs, I got the band and woke them up and scared the fuck out of them, clearly. And then and everyone got up and we ran uptown. But that was my story of that day. And we were in the point of the story is we were in the studio in New York City. You know, we were just like, this was our time, this was everything, and then this reality hit. And we were in the middle of recording a song. 2 songs actually, which were kind of just profound to be writing at the time. One was called Country Bleeding, and the song on the tape machine at the time, because I guess I'm old, but we used tape when I recorded my record, and the song we were recording was called Flag, and I haven't played it maybe since Stage days, but I'm going to play it tonight in honor of the day. And, let's see what happens. die tomorrow, you will find a free. I wouldn't feel the difference if you would die with me, 'cause I'm already sad. I'm already sad. Now that the war is gone and the body's left to die, a man looks over countries with the flag in his eye. And oh, find my direction home. Telling all your secrets, watch them all grow old. Never mind the reasons or why they're ever told. And you, my friends, are sacred, so you, my friends, will die. Man looks up for countries alive. Oh, that love is on my direction home. I know I find my direction home. Oh, my direction home. About your love, we'll be thinking about your blessings. We'll be thinking about your love. We'll be thinking about your brothers. We'll be thinking about your rain. We'll be thinking about